Okay, so here we are outside in the courtyard of Ravenhurst, okay? So we didn't get to finish talking about uh, scenery before because unfortunately I got cut off. But if you go into EHT under the little magic wand and you select add, go to scenery, and you'll start with, you get these Craglorn cliffs, which aren't really showing all that well because of the post processing fog that they have going on here. But just to get an idea of what scenery actually does, I'll show it to you. You can make it taller. So it looks like there's mountains in the background, right? It looks a little weird because of the lighting issues. But if you have trees around, you won't even notice those lighting issues. You won't see this stuff. You'll just see the rocks in the bed in the rocks in the bedroom. Whoa! You'll just see the rocks in the distance. Um, so we'll delete that one. Then we add void chamber. Void chamber does this. Void chamber literally puts black around everything except for the, unfortunately, the post-processing fog, which is what this stuff is. There's nothing I can do about that fog. It's for the lit areas. So again, you would have to have something blocking that stuff for this to look good in this particular house. It's a problem. It's a problem that there is no solution for yet. But here's a forest. See those trees off in the distance? This is the dense forest, and the sparse is pretty similar. But if you put trees in front of it, this can look really cool. Or other kinds of weird stuff you can put in front of it. Here's the sparse forest. Again, it can add fullness to the look. Rothgar Mountains look a little different from the Craglorn Cliffs. A little fuller. See? That can look really cool. So I wanted to show you that stuff. That's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing I want to show you is actually not an effect. Let's say you have a backyard item, you have a backyard built up back here, Some people have put stairs and a platform so that you can see this beautiful stuff off in the distance. Well, what if you want to put stuff out there, not just stuff on a platform, right? Right, first things first. I'm going to get my magic carpet working if I have it. May not have it on. No, I do. Yay! Alright, magic carpet. Here we go. Okay, so I'm floating here because this is... No, you can't walk out of bounds with magic carpet. Some people have been arguing that that's how you do it. That's not how you do it. There are some ways, but I'm not going to tell them because it's technically cheating or breaking rules. So say you want to put a mount outside. Let's say you want to put something bright. The Spectral Indrik. You want it to be outside here, right? So you take it, and see, you can't make it go past the boundaries as much as you want it to. So you just take this guy, right? And then what you're going to do is select him with your select button that we already talked about. You've already you've already selected that in your controls. Now, once he's selected, face the direction you want it to go, unless, of course, you've changed your settings, but presuming you didn't, it goes in the directions that you would expect it to based on where you're looking. So if you want it to go straight ahead, we've got, excuse me, forward. See? It's not endless. He is limited to how far he can go, but he can go beyond the limits of the wall. Oops, I went too far. Changes should be lower. See? Now he's just hanging out on the beach. And so if you had this you know, platform here, you'd look out and you'd be like, holy smokes, somehow they put an Indrik out there, which you can tell he's just floating. That's not very cool. It doesn't look right, but you get the idea. Come on, magic carpet. All right, so that's step one for pets and whatnot. And if you want to bring it back, you can't select it anymore. So you would have to do recalling it. You have to go back into your housing, select retrieve, and then retrieve it back. So let's do it with an item. I picked up some stuff in there, as you saw. Let's do it with the altar, right? So we've got the altar here. Once again, we select with our selecty button. We face the direction we want to put it. Say we want to put it in the back here. And then we go forward. And he goes right past the walls. I want to go up a little bit. And let's say you want him right there, right? Boom. Now you can't select him again with normal tools. Like you can't, you know, normal housing tools select him again. So you have to go into F5, be annoyed by the fact that it's not working, hit R, and then select retrieve. I believe he's, which one is he? Symbolic decor? This is not helpful, is it? Sacred pieces. And then you can put it away. Or you could, you know, select it and move it back to you. So I don't know why Magic Carpet is doing this to me. It must be my lag. My lag is acting up. So that's how you move something past the boundaries. You'll notice, I'm going to show you when we go over, I want to go over to E. So here's Lavathi's Sleek Creek, which I should have already signed in. Don't know why that didn't have my sign-in sheet. Okay. This is the one I was remembering. Yay! Okay, so see this? All of that is out of bounds. None of that is inside the house. So we're in Sleek Creek right now, okay? So imagine you walk into Sleek Creek and then you go over where the creek actually is in the house, right? And you're peeking over the fence to the actual full creek. That's what you see here. And what she's done is she's actually placed items, all of these items, by moving everything past the boundaries the way that I showed you. So all of this little tableau has been moved by moving things little by little outside of bounds, so that she created a little picture out here, right? So this is kind of awesome. And then we've got birds in flight and everything. So what Lavath has done is, it's almost like a little diorama in the middle of Sleek Creek. You can really do a lot with that, and I think you could create almost a whole storyline based around what you're